everybody. So here's my next video I'm going to do. And the next one is actually going to be kind of a part 2. Oops. So, the one after this is going to be a part 2. So, I want to record a reaction to this wonderful woman. Haven't reacted to her in quite a while. And she's got some very interesting suggestions on how she thinks we can be healthy on a vegan diet. Here we go.
Some nutrient requirements are super easy to meet with plants alone. Vitamin C, magnesium, potassium, fiber. I don't even know how you...
Fiber is not a nutrient. Definitely not essential.
Could not get enough fiber on a vegan diet, Oreos and Sprite diet, but other nutrients require some planning, which is why the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics says that only an appropriately planned vegan diet is healthy and suitable for all ages.
Like you even know the appropriately planned vegan diet. Nobody knows that. If anyone knew that, they wouldn't have any health issues whatsoever. They would just feel better and better and better and better and better and better and better each year. They wouldn't have to do anything to keep their energy high, to keep themselves going throughout the day. They wouldn't have any problems with their sleep. Everything would be just handy dandy.
So anyway, here are some vegan foods to help us meet our needs. It's very, very hard to eat an appropriately planned vegan diet.
So you admit it.
Without legumes. Pinto beans, black beans, garbanzo beans, lentils, soy, they're all super healthy.
No, they're not. They're not healthy. They are not healthy. How can you be in 2023 and still think that these are healthy? They are not healthy. They are killing people. Beans and legumes are killing people. They are. Now how I know that? Go to Taco Bell and get one of those bean taco things. You're going to find out.
Fiber and all of that, of course. They also are great sources of zinc and iron, which are nutrients that can be lacking on a vegan diet. More importantly, they are full of protein, specifically lysine.
No, they're not. They're not full of anything. They're just full of crap is what they're full of. You're not going to absorb anything either because of something called tannins and lectins. Yeah, they wreck the gut.
Lysine is an essential amino acid, essential meaning that our body does not make it or only makes a little bit of it, and so we have to meet our needs via food. While virtually all plant foods contain some lysine, it's usually in smaller amounts. As vegan registered dietitian Jack Norris says, it's hard to design a vegan diet that meets lysine requirements for someone who doesn't exercise daily without including legumes, seitan, quinoa, pistachios, or pumpkin seeds. He recommends
all harmful things. Do not eat those in any significance or frequency ever in your life.
3 to 4 servings of legumes and other lysine-rich plants like quinoa every day. A serving of legumes is half of a cup cooked beans. Here's a delicious vegan chili. It's mostly lentils and black beans. No, yes, lentils and black beans and red kidney beans. This small bowl.
Yuck. Yuck. I would freaking never.
Is at least 2 servings of beans. These tempeh meatballs, I know I literally just did a short where I said one of the vegan foods I hate is tempeh, but these are awesome. They're seriously my second favorite meatball. The first would be the IKEA meatballs, the super umami ones, not the vegetable ones. Ugh. But yeah, full of lysine. Luckily, there is not just one legume that...
You need more than lysine, smart aleck. Is that name better than dipstick?
You have to consume, so if you are allergic to soy or you just don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to eat it. There are plenty of other options. And
by the way, I never got in trouble except for that one video. That's still copyright struck, by the way. Oh, and I'm going to be trying to take care of that too. I've been forgetting about that because I've had so much other stuff going on. So there's that. So, yeah, girl, just so you know, you need more than lysine.
remember, peanuts are a legume too. They are an excellent source of...
And they rip your gut. They're an excellent source of lectins, and they rip your gut up. I should know because I ate peanut butter sandwiches almost on the daily, and my gut was really paying the price. I'll tell you that right now. The gas was unlike anything else. Oh my God. It burned. It burned. Holy crap, it burned. It burned. It felt like it was worse than the burning ring of fire that Johnny Cash sings about. Worse.
Lysine, and as I mentioned, there are other great sources of lysine too that are not legumes. So if you really just hate all of them or are allergic to many of them, I know that does happen, it's rare, but quinoa.
Not so rare now, I wouldn't say.
Pumpkin seeds, seitan, also great options. Omega-3s specifically.
Seitan is gluten, you know that? You know how many people are allergic to gluten nowadays? Yeah, it's a thing.
ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, are easy to miss out on.
I think she said it wrong. Isn't it leolinic?
Then it's rare, but quinoa, pumpkin seeds, seitan, also great options. Omega-3s, specifically ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, are easy to miss out on if you don't eat specific foods like these bland little seeds. They don't taste like much, but chia, flax, and hemp are all insane sources of ALA.
No, they're not. No, they're you need omega-3s, but you're not going to get them from seeds.
A tiny teaspoon of chia, only 16 calories, gives us about half of the ALA we need in a day.
Yeah, because your body explodes the food inside it, doesn't it?
I typically use flax and hemp.
That's why you fart so much. That's where they get the calories in, calories out from. Because they think the body's exploding the food, and that's why you're farting so much. Don't you realize that farting is calorie is calorie expenditure?
So I'll put a whole tablespoon of ground flax into my oatmeal, or I'll put a whole tablespoon of hemp seeds into
You're not going to absorb anything, smart Alec.
my smoothie. Right now I'm eating these peanut butter chocolate chip protein balls. They're really easy. You don't need a food processor or anything, which I love.
Oh, I wonder what makes it a protein ball. Probably protein powder. Oh yeah, because that's actually that's what we naturally ate. Okay.
Just put everything into a bowl and mix it up and then form into balls or bars if you want. And they have a third of a cup of ground flax in the whole recipe. So 2 of these balls give me all of the ALA I need for the day. If you really just dislike these bland seeds or they're harder to find, they can be more expensive, there are other options as well. Walnuts have a ton of ALA, canola oil, really.
Put canola oil out on the counter. Put it out for 2 hours. Put it out for 2 weeks. Leave it out for 2 months. Leave it out for a year. I dare ya. Sorry about touching the mic, guys.
Easy to use. You can use it in baking. I use it when I make waffles on Sunday morning. Vitamin A is another nutrient that is abundant in plant foods, but only.
You mean beta carotene? Beta carotene? It's not vitamin A, smart Alec.
On plant foods. If you aren't eating specific ones regularly, you're probably missing out. Namely, the orange guys, the carrot and the sweet potato, and
Yeah, they make you orange too.
the pumpkin and the butternut squash and cantaloupe. Don't like the orange guys? Yeah, me neither, except for cantaloupe. I do love cantaloupe. But I could take or leave carrots and sweet potato, pumpkin, butternut squash. Luckily, there are other options.
Oh, vegan doesn't like her vegan plants. Vegan doesn't like her plants, does she? Ooh.
Bell pepper has a lot. I use red bell pepper in everything from burritos and tacos to a stir fry, like
I like peppers, but not every freaking day.
this yummy tofu broccoli stir fry.
We don't even need to eat that crap to be healthy. We just need meat.
Things like spinach have a lot. Just 2 cups of chopped romaine meets about 50% of my needs. Calcium is so important, but it is so easy to miss out on it on a vegan diet. While vegans do not.
There's so much missing on a vegan diet. Basically everything. You're not eating anything that supports your bone growth. So there's also that.
To take calcium supplements to meet our needs, it sure helps. That's because only a few plant foods are actually really good sources. Certain greens like turnip greens and kale and bok choy. Jack Norris recommends at least 2 cups of these
Sounds like Jack Norris.
chopped and boiled every day. I don't know about you, but I am not eating 2 cups of kale every day. I've been vegan now for 14 years.
Oh, wonderful pious vegan wants to avoid kale, does she? Interesting. I wonder why.
And I've never managed to eat these greens consistently. But what I will do consistently and have done consistently is drink some plant milk. There are tons of
Yeah, I know that. Because that totally comes from nature, you guys.
dairy milks on the market now. I just saw one, Bambara nut. I think it's actually a bean. It's a legume. Just make sure to choose.
Yuck! Oh. Yuck. Gross.
One that is fortified. Some are not, but many are fortified with calcium. I like the Silk unsweetened soy milk. That's my favorite because it also has protein in it.
Gross. Like, fortified. You know what that means, right? It means minerals were lost or they don't exist in the first place. And so they have to chemically add them back. How natural is that?
I use it in my coffee, in my...
How can you possibly think that's healthy? What is happening? How come people think they can outsmart nature?
smoothies, in my cereal. The vast majority of foods in general, not just vegan foods, do not have a lot of iodine, making this an issue for virtually everyone. This is
You know what has iodine? Eggs, chicken, meat. I don't like chicken, but I like beef. Eggs, liver, beef. Eat the glandulars too. I don't personally know if I could get into glandulars, but eat your eggs and meat, guys. Dairy, cheese.
why decades ago countries started
Sorry, butter and cheese, not dairy and cheese. I know cheese is part of the dairy family, but yeah.
buying salt with iodine. But what if you don't use iodized salt? Well, unless you're eating seaweed regularly, you're probably not getting enough. So just switch out your sea salt with iodized salt. It's pretty simple. Or iodized sea salt. That's a thing now. And if you really don't want to do that, if you really have a particular...
I hear that doesn't last, the iodine. So you might want to, I don't know. You might want to consider, I don't know, maybe just not being vegan and eating meat mainly.
Salt you like.
And fish, you're going to absorb it better from fish. So, yeah.
That is not iodized.
If you want to eat fish, I can't eat fish anymore. I can't stand fish anymore. Yeah.
Iodine supplements exist. Many multis, like the Deva vegan multi, contain iodine. So this last one is not really food. The one before is debatably food. I mean, salt. Salt is food. You eat it. You eat it.
It's a mineral. Yeah. It's a mineral.
Supplement too, though. Point is B12.
B12.
Oh, take a supplement, you guys. Or get these fortified foods.
Because fortified foods and supplements are part of a natural, proper diet. All animals take pills and powders and B12 supplements every day, don't they? Yeah.
It's so important. Plant foods have virtually none. You can't get enough from a vegan diet without supplementation, without...
Or you could just eat meat and get all the B12. All the B12.
fortification. Luckily, it's super easy. Many multis contain it. Again, the Deva multi has it. You can also just have an individual B12 supplement. There are lots of tasty, chewable ones. And there are like foods, actual foods that are fortified with it. Most nutritional yeast is. Many plant milks too. Some vegan meats and cheeses are. But definitely the easy, like foods, actual foods that are fortified with it. Most nutritional.
See, yeah, fortified foods or supplements. It's not like you can get it from nature. Oh, wait. Meat.
Yeast is, many plant milks too, some vegan meats and cheeses are, but definitely the easier, safer way is just to down a multi or to pop one of those.
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, just eat things that are lab created, you guys, because that's perfectly natural and healthy. Is a lab created food imitation.
I eat a fair number of B12 fortified foods like my soy milk, but I still like to get some extra B12 in a supplement form like from my Deva multi. One word of caution, methylcobalamin. We still aren't quite sure how much we actually need if it's in that form. Cyanocobalamin is the well-studied form. That's what's in, again, the Deva multi. I personally would avoid any multis containing
Cyanide was the first thing that came to mind. Cyanocobalamin. So cyanide, folks. Cyanocobalamin. So cyanide, folks. Take some cyanide every day, people.
Methylcobalamin, particularly if I were pregnant. I talked about this more in my ritual review. And that's it. Obviously, that is, or maybe not obviously, that's not the end of the story for vegan nutrition. Vitamin D, what do we do about vitamin D? There's a few others as well, so definitely check out, again, Jack Norris, his website, veganhealth.org. Specifically, his daily needs page is super awesome. More stuff like all of these nutrients of concerns, the ones that we should be paying attention to. And for those.org, specifically, his daily needs page is super awesome and has all of these nutrients of concerns, the ones that we should be paying attention to. And for those of you new to veganism, hopefully this was helpful. And also you can find more stuff like this, more information for beginner vegans in my playlist. I have a whole New for Vegans playlist. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video if you did, and subscribe and click the bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. Thank you, of course, to my patrons at patreon.com/unnaturalvegan. I do upload 2 exclusive videos there a month for $5 plus patrons.
Unnatural is the best way you can describe yourself, hun. And that's all I'm going to react to. The rest is just her talking about the chili and something else. Yeah, that's just it for that. The next will be part 1 and 2 series. I will see you in the next one, you guys. Quick one this time around. Later.